Hello, here we are with a quick hardware size comparison of the Sony Xperia Z1 against some other smartphones that are available on the market today. So first things first, let's compare it with the original Sony Xperia Z, the one in which it's in theory an upgrade to. So you can see already it's just fractionally taller, just like that. It's also a little bit wider, quite hard to pick up there, but you'll just see how the power keys are standing out at slightly different widths there. And then the thickness, you can see there that the Z1 is a little bit thicker, and from a profile point of view now you can start to see the height difference and the length difference just there, like so. But you can see how they're very similar in terms of the actual overall sort of design, look and feel. We've got the Sony Xperia SP, so this is lower down in the range and you can see it's smaller. It does have a smaller screen. It's just as thick, if not thicker. Completely different look to the two handsets indeed. We've got an old but popular Samsung Galaxy S2, so you can see how that's considerably smaller. There's thicker bezeling around the actual device. Thickness wise, fairly sort of comparable actually between the two, like that. Weight though, the Z1 is the heavier. We got the iPhone 4. Now, massive difference between these two handsets, but then there's quite a bit of difference in the capability of them. Thickness wise, the iPhone seems to be the thicker of the two units as well, but then we are talking about a device that's a couple of years old. We've got the popular Samsung Galaxy S4, so probably the closest competition the Z1's got. So the initial reaction will be that the Z1 is taller. In terms of width, it's also a little bit wider as well. You can see the thickness is certainly similar. I don't have the exact dimensions of comparison to hand, but you can see how it's got a lot smoother curves on the S4 in comparison to the much squarer edges of the Xperia Z1. We've then got the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, so that's bigger with its 5.5 inch display, but you can see it's not that much taller. Width, it is a bit wider, not a lot in it. Thickness wise, the Note 2 is of course the thicker of the two units. There's not a lot in it between weight as well. I'd actually say the Z1 is the heavier, but that's probably because of the glass rather than the plastic on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. And then finally, just for comparison's sake, this is the original Galaxy Nexus, or Google Nexus should I say. You can see how the size is considerably different, 5 inch against a 7 inch screen, but what you'll actually tell is the bezel around the side of the actual main display is considerably different. I mean, comparing the thickness, the Z1 is the thinner and of course the lighter of the two units as well. So that's a quick hardware size comparison of the Sony Xperia Z1.